She said, what you gonna do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like just after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as they're saying. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They go to Elliott again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A second down throw for Prescott. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Prescott now on second down. A dump off to Elliott. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. The give is to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Teo able to get him for a loss of about 3. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready, 13, ready. Here we go.
Now this time, Brees will throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Gill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 62 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 37.
On 2nd down, Elliott broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Dances by him. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And it's no good. Lutz pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. Second down, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, the front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Prescott to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Craig Robertson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Get set, get set. Hey, boys, go. Wait, set.
On second down, here's Breeze. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On third and long, it's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Get out, get out. 47.
Again, it's Elliott. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go, get out, get out.
They'll run with Elliott, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Able to shake him off. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Get out, get out.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. 26, 26.
He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Breeze now to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The 10th carry for Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Get set. 36.
Shotgun now for Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Two. Ready? Ready? All right, two. Ready for set.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Irving forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. A second down throw for Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
21. Under.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And so room to maneuver. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here we go. Good set, good set, good set. Sammy!
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Now Breeze, got to have this one. And it's complete. It's Watson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, left, 28 left. Ready. Ready.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off?
Yep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for...
Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these, my body, I got pay somebody keep checking my pose. Walk Walk in the club with no warning, take care of the money, they swing on the water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma keep the mo. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do it. That's up in traffic. Water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a ass. I can't have it. Boy, I'm far from average. Better wait your turn, better get in line.
Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Got a, like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of them out. I like when I know what you.
Look at us, me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a buy, now leasing no beamer. I'm buying no counter, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, just trying to forward out, don't give a. Was up the bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas, We was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all on the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a pearl. Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. no court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's time.
I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to nick you. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Tryna get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Get up. Here we go. 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. That one complete to Elliott. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. long night.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got it to Hearns. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. It's a foot race. 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. So what's interesting, a lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that. Big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now this time, Brees will throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Under. Let's go, get out.
Now Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. And instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
It's coming now. Here we go, 46.
Here's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Elliott running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Out to his left. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision. And for the 3rd time here in this half, now the ball comes loose, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Monday.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Ready?
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now. Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that is incomplete. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Got it. 12, 11, 11. Under.
They'll try and throw for it here. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Here we go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 11. 26.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Get out.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott from the gun. The dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flush to his right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Awesome.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's caught right side. It turns. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
11. Easy. Here we go. Wait a sec.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Get set. Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
0-2.
They start the second half with Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Get set. Under.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Here we go. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Breeze now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Shotgun now for Breeze. A quick throw, but incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Flex round! Flex round!
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. A first down screen pass, good for 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to be.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down throw for Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. As I'm writing my eulogy, ask the mirror how you put up with this foolery. It reply how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, that's what it do to me. Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in them breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference as we
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They go to Elliott again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Prescott now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
21. Here we go.
On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Watson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A second down throw for Prescott. Rolling to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
You're good, you're good. Line forward, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Second down, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Prescott down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A.J. Klein with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. So, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We're good. 5-4, ready. We go 21. Got it. Hey, Joe Kill. Hey,
they'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tim carry now for Alley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
47.
Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
It's coming now.
Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A.J. Klein in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Prescott to throw it. It's caught right side of turns. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Breeze now. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, Breeze. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Throwing, Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll give to Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Prescott buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From midfield, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, 50 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
scrimmage now.
Prescott now on second down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The give is to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Manti Te'o coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. On third down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze now on first down. Flushed out right. Completes this one to Meredith. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now this time, Breeze will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll make it third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. David Irving able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Elliott running left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's going to be caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go. 180. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Hey, they scared.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now Breeze, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. This is Elliott. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Done.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down.